Let's begin with an update from the Karnataka High Court regarding a high-profile legal battle involving former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa. On Friday, 12 July, the court adjourned the hearing of Yediyurappa's petition seeking the quashing of POCSO case against him. The next hearing is scheduled for July 26th. In a significant relief for Yediyurappa, the court exempted the veteran BJP leader from personally appearing before the Bengaluru court on 15 July. This decision comes after the summons was issued by the Fast Track Court 1 for POCSO Act cases on July 4th, requiring Yediyurappa to appear before the court. Hello and welcome, this is Akanksha and you're watching HW News English. The single-judge bench of Justice Krishna S. Dikshit stated that request for adjournment is allowed. The learned judge of the court below is requested to grant exemption for the day. On the next date of hearing till any other day, this is the matter taken up for hearing on July 26th. This case traces back to a non-bailable arrest warrant issued by the Special Court in Bengaluru against Yediyurappa. On 14 June, the High Court has restrained the CID from arresting him, directing the former Chief Minister to appear before the CID, which is probing the case on June 17. Yediyurappa complied and was questioned by the CID for over 3 hours. The allegations originate from a complaint filed by the mother of a 17-year-old girl. The mother claimed that Yediyurappa sexually assaulted her daughter during a meeting at his residence in February. The girl's mother further also stated that they approached Yediyurappa seeking justice for a previous sexual assault case involving the minor. The charges against Yediyurappa including Section 8 of POCSO Act, which deals with the punishment of sexual assault, as well as Sections 354A, 204 and 214 of the Indian Penal Code. The charge sheet filed by the CID on June 27 alleged that Yediyurappa and 3 other accused paid money to the victim and her mother to buy their silence. According to the charge sheet, on 2nd February, the alleged victim and mother visited Yediyurappa at his residence in Bengaluru. During the meeting, Yediyurappa allegedly held the victim's wrist and later took her to a separate room where he allegedly tried to assault her. The minor girl resisted and managed to leave the room. Yediyurappa then gave money to both the victim and her mother before sending them away. Yediyurappa has strongly denied the charges and vowed to fight the case legally. His legal team, led by senior advocate C.V. Nagesh, argued that filing of the charge sheet and the special court taking cognizance of it was illegal. The court, however, did not see urgency in hearing the matter due to interim protection granted earlier. The situation escalated when Yediyurappa failed to participate in the investigation on a notice issued to him, prompting the CID to secure a non-bailable warrant against him. However, the High Court stay on warrant emphasized Yediyurappa's compliance with the initial notice and his cooperation with the investigation. As the legal proceedings continue, the political ramifications of this case are being closely watched. Yediyurappa, an influential figure in Karnataka politics, faces a challenging legal battle. The upcoming hearing on July 26 will be a crucial determining the course of high-stakes case. That's all for this news report. Do let us know what are your thoughts in the comments. Till then, keep watching HW News English and also download our app HW News Shorts for the latest news and updates.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.